In a single vehicle with a fully charged air system, air pressure loss, after the initial drop and brake applied, should be less than A. 2 psi per minute, B. 3 psi per minute, C. 4 psi per minute, D. None of the above. The correct answer is B. 3 psi per minute. The service brake system. A. Is an official vehicle inspection. B. Applies and releases the brakes by using the brake pedal under normal driving. C. Are the valves that keeps the air tank pressure serviced. D. Is only on vehicles with hydraulic brakes. The correct answer is B. Applies and releases the brakes by using the brake pedal under normal driving. When the low pressure warning is activated, you should A. Wait for the air brakes to come on automatically. B. Bring the vehicle to a safe stop while you still control the brakes. C. Monitor your air pressure gauge and maintain highway speeds. D. Pump the brake pedal hard to stop. The correct answer is B. Bring the vehicle to a safe stop while you still control the brakes. Some air brake systems have an alcohol evaporator which helps A. Reduce the risk of ice in the air brake valves during cold weather. B. Remove oil from the air lines. C. Reduce the risk of water in the air brake valves in warm weather. D. Remove fuel from the airlines. The correct answer is A. Reduce the risk of ice in the air brake valves during cold weather. Compressed air is stored A. In the hoses. B. In the engine compartment. C. In the fuel tank. D. In the storage tank. The correct answer is D. In the storage tank. Your vehicle's single brake system needs adjustment if A. Pressure builds from 50 to 75 psi within 3 minutes. B. Pressure builds from 85 to 100 psi within 45 seconds. C. The compressor cuts out between 70 to 90 psi. D. The governor stops between 75 to 90 psi. The correct answer is C. The compressor cuts out between 70 to 90 psi. Air tanks should be drained A. Once a week. B. Once a day. C. Every 4 hours. D. Every 2 or 3 days. The correct answer is B. Once a day. The safety valve in the air compressor tank is set to open at A. 150 psi. B. 200 psi. C. 100 psi. D. 175 psi. The correct answer is A. 150 psi. When the safety valve releases air, it means that A. The pressure has exceeded 150 psi. B. Too much air is in the air compressor. C. Something is wrong, and you should have it checked by a mechanic. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. Brake drums. A. Are bolted to the wheels. B. are located at each end of the vehicle's axles. C. Hold the brake shoes and linings. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. A fully charged air system typically has PSI A. 100, B. 125, C. 150, D. 175. The correct answer is B. 125 psi. To check the air compressor governor cut-in and cut-out pressures. A. Run the engine at a fast idle. B. Step on and off the brake to reduce tank pressure. C. Monitor the air pressure gauge. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. To check the slack adjusters on S-cam brakes, you should A. Leave the parking brakes on and pull on the slack adjuster. B. Wear gloves and pull hard on each slack adjuster. C. Make sure the slack adjusters move more than 1 inch each way. D. Drain the air from the system and pull on the slack adjusters. The correct answer is B. Wear gloves and pull hard on each slack adjuster. A dual air brake system. A. Has 2 air brake systems and 1 set of controls. B. Takes less time to build air pressure. C. Has 1 set of air tanks and hoses. D. Must have 2 warning alarms. The correct answer is A. Has 2 air brake systems and 1 set of controls. The air compressor governor controls. A. When the brakes should be applied. B. When the air compressor pumps air into the storage tanks. C. When the warning light is activated. D. When the air is released from the tank. The correct answer is B. When the air compressor pumps air into the storage tanks. An emergency brake. A. Is required on commercial vehicles. B. Must be held on by mechanical force. C. Could be activated by the loss of air pressure. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. To test the low pressure warning signal, you should do all but the following. A. Shut the engine off. B. Turn the electrical power on. C. Ask a friend to listen for the signal. D. Step on and off the brake pedal to reduce air pressure. The correct answer is C. Ask a friend to listen for the signal. To test the air leakage rate, you should A. Leave the engine running and release the service brake. B. Turn off the engine and release the service brake. C. Charge the air system and leave the engine running. D. Depress the brake pedal and monitor the air pressure gauge. The correct answer is B. Turn off the engine and release the service brake. With dual air systems, the air pressure should build A. From 85 to 100 psi in 45 seconds. B. From 70 to 100 psi in 60 seconds. C. From 85 to 150 psi in 45 seconds. D. From 70 to 150 psi in 60 seconds. The correct answer is A. From 85 to 100 psi in 45 seconds. When testing air leakage rates for combination vehicles, before applying the brake pedal, air brake systems should not lose air faster than A. 2 psi per minute. B. 3 psi per 30 seconds. C. 3 psi per minute. D. 4 psi per minute. The correct answer is C. 3 psi per minute. Fanning air brakes. A. Cools them off. B. Increases the air pressure. C. Increases the braking power. D. Decreases the air pressure. The correct answer is D. Decreases the air pressure. The brake drums or discs. A. Must have linings that fit loosely on the brake shoes. B. Must not have any cracks. C. Must not have cracks longer than half the width of the friction area. D. Should be kept well greased. The correct answer is C. Must not have cracks longer than half the width of the friction area. If your air compressor stops working. A. You will lose your brakes immediately. B. The brakes will immediately lock up. C. You'll still have air pressure left in the air tanks. D. Your brakes won't be affected. The correct answer is C. You'll still have air pressure left in the air tanks. The governor stops pumping air when it reaches the cutout level or around. A. 125 psi. B. 200 psi. C. 225 psi. D. 175 psi. The correct answer is A. 125 psi. To determine if slack adjusters need adjustment. A. Apply the service brakes and release the parking brakes. B. Apply both the service and parking brakes. C. Pull out the automatic slack adjustment control knob. D. Release both the service and parking brakes. The correct answer is D. Release both the service and parking brakes. You should not use the parking brakes. A. On a steep hill. B. If the air pressure is low. C. When the brakes are hot. D. In hot weather. The correct answer is C. When the brakes are hot. The governor allows the air to start pumping again when it reaches the cut-in level or around. A. 200 psi. B. 100 psi. C. 150 psi. D. 125 psi. The correct answer is B. 100 psi. Air tanks should be drained. A. At the end of each day or shift. B. To keep sludge from clogging brake system valves. C. Manually when automatic devices fail. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. Slack adjusters. A. Never need to be adjusted. B. should only be adjusted by a qualified mechanic. C. Can be adjusted manually or automatically. D. Should travel at least 2 inches from where the push rod is attached. The correct answer is C. Can be adjusted manually or automatically. An air tank is equipped with a drain valve to remove A. Air and water. B. Oil and air. C. Water and oil. D. Dirt and oil. The correct answer is C. Water and oil. To make an emergency stop with air brakes, using the stab braking method, you should A. Pump the brake pedal rapidly and lightly. B. Brake hard until the wheels lock, and then get off the brakes for as much time as the wheels were locked. C. Brake as hard as you can, get off the brakes when the wheels lock, get back on the brakes when the wheels start rolling again. D. Press hard on the brake pedal and apply full hand valve until you stop. The correct answer is C. Brake as hard as you can, get off the brakes when the wheels lock, get back on the brakes when the wheels start rolling again. If the air compressor should develop a leak, what keeps the air in the tanks? A. The tractor protection valve. B. The emergency relay valve. C. The one-way check valve. D. The air compressor. The correct answer is C. The one-way check valve. The most common type of foundation brakes found on heavy vehicles is the A. Disc brakes. B. Wedge drum. C. S-cam drum. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. S-cam drum. The brake system that applies and releases the brakes when the driver uses the brake pedal is the A. Service brake system. B. Emergency brake system. C. Parking brake system. D. None of the above. The correct answer is A. Service brake system. Vehicles with air brakes must have A. At least 2 air tanks. B. An air pressure gauge to show the pressure available for braking. C. An air pressure gauge to show air used by the brake chambers for braking. D. None of the above. The correct answer is B. An air pressure gauge to show the pressure available for braking.